15,000 years ago, man came out of the caves. Today, whenever we encounter the violence and the savagery which belonged to those times, all we can do is marvel at how far the human race has come in only 15,000 years. When Ansel Boak was 4 years old, he killed his first thing, one of his mother's chickens. After Ansel killed his mother's chicken, his father thrashed him. By the time he was 16, Ansel had thrashed his father. Ansel Boak had no friends. He never learned to read. He never held a job longer than 3 months. But he could wander in the woods without a compass and not get lost. He could live off the land, killing food with gun, knife, snare, fish hook, a rock, or his bare hands equally well.
Listen, Ansel, it says here that before she became a star, she led the most miserable childhood. She was just trampled on in her entire early life.
Ansel Boak met Ora Mae Youngham 8 days ago. 6 days, 14 hours, and 9 minutes ago, they were married. In the last 6 days, 14 hours, and 9 minutes, Ansel Boak and his wife, Ora Mae, have shot and killed a filling station attendant in Frankfort, Kentucky during the course of a holdup, knifed a motel manager in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and shot and killed a hitchhiker they picked up in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Won't be a minute.
No, sit there, Frank. I'll get...
No, I need the exercise.
Relax, will you? Get back.
You're losing your license plate.
You coconut.
Yeah. I said you're gonna lose your license plate. You ought to get a garage to bolt it on.
What do you want, fella?
I don't want anything. I just wanted to tell you you're gonna lose your license plate. You ought to get it fixed.
Well, does that make it your fare, huh?
Look, friend. I don't care whether you lose your license plate and get a ticket. Go ahead. Keep moving here and calm down, will you? Huh? Calm down.
Listen, I ain't minding your fare, so you just don't mind mine.
Now, look, you're just blocking it.
I told you to shut up.
Who shot this man? Who shot this man?
And so Ansel Boak and his bride came to New York to continue their honeymoon.
How bad is it, then? You're not helping anything breathing down my neck.
You've got strong hands, officer, but I don't need any black and blue marks to make me talk to you. I volunteered, remember?
Come on.
Is he saying something I can't hear?
No, I don't think so, Lieutenant. That's just his lips moving. bullet in his liver, he may not. I need x-rays. He's a sick boy. No matter how the x-rays come out, you better get his family.
Get this street cleared off.
What else do you want me to tell you? I told you everything I know.
All right, then tell it to me again. I want to know about everybody you saw.
Listen, mister, I'm just an ordinary guy. I don't have a photographic memory. I wasn't paying any attention.
Fine. Now, you told me about ready to cross to the other side of the street. Come on, you told me you're ready to cross over.
Well, give me a chance to remember, won't you? There was this real old car that was stopped with a red light. And this guy standing in the street said something. I don't know, you started a conversation or something. And this guy in the second car started to blow his horn. He wanted to go ahead. And the guy in the first car jumps out and starts arguing with the guy standing in the street.
What did he look like?
Who? The guy in the first car, the guy in the second car, or
The guy in the first car, the guy that did the shooting.
Well, I don't know. He was just an ordinary guy. He was kind of tall. Well, no, not too tall.
All right. Was anybody else in the car with him?
Well, a girl, but I couldn't see her.
What do you mean you couldn't see her? How do you know if it's a girl if you didn't see her? How do you know if it was a girl if you didn't see her?
Don't yell at me. I'm just trying to help you. I could see it was a girl.
Jack, what kind of help are you talking about? You can't even tell me if there's a woman in that car or not. Now, listen, mister, two men were just shot out there in that street. One of them happened to be a detective. And so far, you haven't given me enough information to get 1 inch closer to the guy that did the shooting.
Adam, I want to talk to you. Mister, the detective who was shot is a friend of his. Adam, let's take a walk. Say, you were drilling that guy like he was on parade. He was so confused he couldn't remember his mother's name.
He wouldn't have remembered anything anyway.
What's the matter, Adam? You blaming yourself?
No, I'm not.
Adam, these things happen.
Well, I can't take it that calmly.
Adam, what else will you do?
I'm gonna find him.
Great. I'm with you. Now, tell me, where are you going to look? Here's what you got. You've got a car, probably an old one. In the car is a man. Also a woman, maybe. Maybe the woman's a man. Probably a woman. That's the end. I just called Frankie's mother to let her know what hospital he's in.
Mike, what do we do now?
First, we'll get out on all points and a special alert on what we've got, and then we'll take it easy.
Take it easy.
Adam, use your head. When there's a plan or a motivation, you've got something to go on. But this is spontaneous combustion. If the guy who did the shooting doesn't show his hand again, there's one chance in a million that we'll catch him.
Well, I want that guy, Mike, and I want him badly.
Sit tight, will you, Adam? Just sit tight.
I can't. I gotta do something.
Will you sit tight? That's the difference between a man and a boy. A man is somebody who, when there's nothing to do, that's what he does. Nothing. Come on, let's go.
Well, she's shot.
You reckon to sell it?
I don't know. I'm not risking that. The law will be after as soon as not.
Well, Ma's gonna be kind of sore if she finds out we just run off and leave her car.
She'll be a lot more sore if the law catches her little girl and hangs her.
Oh. And so, where are we gonna go? I'm cold.
Well, I reckon we'll find a place in the city where you can get warm. Young women, they bloom like laurel in the springtime. Young women, they bloom like laurel in the springtime. If I was but a young man, I'd pluck me a blossom to ripe doodle-dee-doo to ripe.
You can go a doody-doo all you want.
Well, I'm just trying to cheer you, but I know what it is you want.
Well, it ain't a freezing in the street here. Now, let's move someplace.
Right. Come on.
Well, where to?
Well, how do I know till we get there? You aim to tote that thing?
Well, I'm toting it. You don't need to pay no mind.
Oh, folks think something wrong with you. A grown woman toting a rag doll. Now go on back to your ma.
Well, why can't we? Just go on back.
Well, there's a few points in between they'd like to lay hands on us. Now make up your mind, either you come along with me, you take this rag baby back to your ma.
And so you leave me, and it'll be the first and the last time. Now that's a promise. Listen, my mom never give you permission to marry me. I ain't even 18 yet. Now, you know what folks would do to you for what you've done to me? Well, they tear you apart, much as what you've done to them other people.
Now, you's in it, you wished it.
Well, I'm not responsible. I'm underage.
Now, we're man and wife, no matter how you figure, little
Well,
girl.
they're not gonna reckon that way. I'll tell them it was none of my wish. Big old hillbilly taking me off. I'll even say that you take a whip to me.
And I'm about to do it, too, I'm telling you. How to do? You're the preacher's woodcote?
And so I ain't even got a ring. I just got nothing at all except cold feet.
Oh, that don't matter, sugar.
Well, I want a ring.
I'll tell you what. I'll get you a ring, okay, little girl?
I don't care too where we go. So you don't pay me no mind.
Hello, Libby. Been here long?
I'm gonna go see Frank in the hospital.
I was just going over a list of all the senseless violence that's occurred in the past 6 months with two men or a man and a woman.
I know what you're doing, Adam, but I think you're ahead of yourself. I don't think you have enough information to know what to put in and what to leave out. Why don't you go and see Frank, huh? Now, is there one item on that blackboard that might constitute a genuine lead?
No.
Call me from the hospital and let me know how Frank is, will you? Oh, and on the way, why don't you buy this young lady something to eat? Incidentally, feed yourself, too.
Okay, man.
Have you forgot this winter with a spring in your heart? Now, don't go shy on Riley and his horse and carriage. You're not married 2 days and you're lost. And Riley and his horse know the city. He'll show you the sights. Take you where you want to go. Or just drive through the park with curtains drawn. Riley and his horse don't horn him where they're not wanted.
He's gonna buy me a ring.
Is he? Now, where's Greatheart gonna find this ring?
Reckon you can take us?
Riley and his horse and carriage can arrange it.
Hey.
$5 an hour.
Hey, you got no idea. You drive it.
Hey!
we help you?
Oh, I saw a wedding ring in that window.
The Florentine design with diamonds and rubies?
Yeah, well, I want to borrow that ring.
Yes, well, perhaps you'd like to see some samples. Mr. Ellis, this young couple would like to see some wedding rings. Won't you sit down, madam?
Is there any style or a particular type of ring you'd like to see?
Oh, we saw that one in the window. It's got red and white stones.
The Florentine.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's the one we like. How much is that? Well, I'm asking you. Isn't it for sale?
It's for sale, sir. The price is $11,000. Would you care to see another ring, perhaps? How much did you intend to spend? We could furnish you with a plain gold band.
Come on.
You're gonna have that ring, sugar. I gotta kill somebody for it. You're gonna have it.
Detective Arcaro plays and Detective Flint.
Well, his mother and brother are with him now. We only allow 2 visitors at a time. You can wait if I look there.
Oh, thank you.
Non voglio andare a casa. Mio figlio che è molto amato. No, io non può stare senza di me.
Listen, Mama, you can't stay in your own
Voglio
place.
stare vicino a
You
mio
gotta go home and get some sleep. They'll take good care of
È
you,
troppo
Mama.
malato.
They
Voglio
got their
stare
own
con
soup,
lui.
Mama. They got their own kitchen. I'm telling you, you can't. Oh, Adam. Hi, how are you? Listen, will you tell Mama to go home and get some sleep and let the doctors run the hospital?
Hello, Mrs. Arcaro.
Please, let me stay here. My son is very sick.
Mrs. Arcaro, I'd like you to meet Miss Kingston. This is Frank's mother.
I'm sorry.
And this is Frank's brother, Joe.
Oh,
Hello.
glad to know you. Veni a sera, Mama. You ever see so many friends and relatives in one place in all your life before? Oh, listen, Nick, let Adam and Miss Kingston go in first. You can go in when they come back, all right?
Thank you, Nick. Joe, we'll see you in a little
305.
Thank you.
We had to give him morphine for the pain. He may not be himself.
Hi, Frank.
Hey, am I glad to see you.
Frank.
Send him away, will you, Lib? He shouldn't hear what I got to say to you.
You really feel pretty good.
I'm lying here thinking such things. You know you're much too beautiful for him.
I don't know. I like his looks.
You're blind as a bat. You're gorgeous, but you're blind.
Hey, wait a minute. You're undermining my romance, pal.
I'll give you a quarter, kid. Go to the movies or someplace, huh?
Frank, is there anything we can do for you?
You should ask me that. No, I'm being well taken care of here. It's because of Mama. Did you meet Mama?
Yes, I introduced them.
When I was a kid, Mama used to change her underwear every day. All the other kids, maybe, they got once a week they got change, but us, every day. It's because if we'd have been knocked down by a car, they should take us to Bellevue. The doctors would see that we would have on clean undershorts and take good care of us, because we came from a good family. She lived long enough to see it pay off. To always do what Mama says.
Frank, Mike told me when he questioned you, you didn't remember anything.
About what?
About the people that shot you.
I keep forgetting that I was shot. Who shot me?
Well, unfortunately, you were the only one that got a good look, Frank.
That's all, please.
Now, Lib, you said you wanted to do something for me. Find out why that character shot me. It's on my mind. Why did he do it?
Okay, Frank. Take it easy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I wasn't wearing torn underwear.
Look, honey, I give you the beer because you was with the guy. Like the cops wouldn't bother you with him. But you're sitting alone in the joint, I'll lose my license. I sell you a beer. Now drink it up.
You give me whiskey?
Okay. You two drink it up and get out of here after, huh?
Well, hey, what do you want then?
Don't ask me. I just run off to be with you. Make up your own mind.
I'll get you that ring then. Mister, I don't have any money.
What is this? You got no money. Look, you just get out of here and don't bring her back. I'll forget it.
Well, I reckon you give me what you got over there.
Now, look, buddy.
All right, buddy, please. All right, please, buddy. Arkansas license, huh?
Old wreck. Probably made it up here from Arkansas and had it, so they left it.
Well, let's see what they're looking for today. All points on a Florida license. Indiana, Michigan, Rhode Island. Nope, no Arkansas. Arkansas's got a clean bill of health today.
Hey, look what I just found. Smell it.
Where'd that come from?
Off the back seat of that old wreck we just brought in.
Saturn moved into a fateful position in Aquarius during 1962, which has great portent for Russia and world tensions generally look for Nikita Khrushchev to make a fatal error, removing him from power and leading to possible peace movements among the young people of Russia. Hey, what's that you're cooking?
Frog legs. Now, you think it ain't hard to find frog legs in New York, you're gonna have to think again.
Well, ain't you fine here cooking frog legs for breakfast?
Now, miss, I look at it this way. I'm eating this there breakfast, too, and I like 'em.
What was you born, before, noon, or after?
Huh?
Were you born before, noon, or after?
Well, my ma was a real smart sleeper. I don't think she'd got up before noon to birth triplets.
Libra, born prior to 11:25 before noon. October 28th, married. He needs support in his plans from loved ones. Now, Libra with moon moving into the 12th house in Capra something was. This is a day for new enterprise. Buy or sell real estate and apply for a raise. Seize opportunity.
Take that cigarette out of your mouth.
You take it out of my mouth. Hey, now, frog's leg's gonna get cold.
I'll make you a lavish frog leg. I'll fix your frog leg till your eyes bug out.
Hey, now where are we gonna go today?
I'm gonna set about getting you that ring.
But, hey, now stop that! You're too old for that. I'm gonna wear you out before your time. Oh!
Come on.
And so, are you really gonna get me that ring today?
Well, I said I was gonna set about getting it.
Well, what are you gonna do? Just walk into that old store and take it?
Or May, that'd be stealing. I mean, you don't want to have a ring, it's a wedding ring, it's stolen. I mean, like, that'd be like your whole marriage is stolen now, wouldn't it?
Well, I want that ring.
Well, I'm just gonna walk right in that store, I'm gonna buy you that ring.
Well, that's nice. That's the way to do it. Providing you got the money.
Oh, I got ways to get that money.
How you gonna get the money?
Well, I got just plans, never you mind, I got plans for
Well,
that.
tell me how you gonna
Well, never you mind, I got plans for that.
Where you gonna get it?
Gonna get it!
What you're saying is we keep listing under the last two headings until we zero in.
Right.
Miserable characters, aren't they? Do you remember Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow? There was a very famous photograph of them in the papers at that time. They were standing next to an automobile, and Miss Parker had a cigar in her mouth.
Yeah, I remember. What about the Starkweather case? How many people did they kill?
13, I think. A nice, round, superstitious number.
I guess with Frank's tough luck, he had to be the first person they ran into here in New York.
I guess so. Yes, this is Lieutenant Parker. Uh-huh. Hold it, will you? Get Stern in here right away.
Stern, grab your pencil and pad.
Got him. Grab a phone.
Right.
All right, we're ready to talk to Sheriff Fulcher now. That's Fulcher. F-U-L-C-H-E-R. Sheriff Fulcher, how are you? This is Lieutenant Parker.
Lieutenant Michael Parker, New York City Police Department, 65th Precinct Detectives.
I have Detective Adam Flint on the telephone. And I also have a police stenographer monitoring and making a true record.
Is that satisfactory with you, Sheriff?
Yes. I've got Mrs. Youngham here. She's the owner of the car you picked up.
Does Mrs. Youngham know we're monitoring her answers?
She does.
RMA took that car. Reckon that's how it got up north to New York.
Ora Mae Youngham. She's one of the Youngham children.
Third from the last.
That could be the girl, Mike.
Mrs. Youngham, what you're trying to tell us that your daughter stole the car?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, mister. It's a family car. She just didn't bother telling any of us she's taking it, so. If I'd known she was fixing to run off with it, I'd have laid into her good.
When did you last see her?
Tuesday week.
They made Jackson, Tennessee the next day.
Can you tell us anything about the man who was with her?
Well, she said she's married to him. She come home and says she's moving out and needs a car to take her things over at the hotel at the Hot Springs where she's working. That's where she met this Ansel Boak. He was washing dishes while she was redding up.
Ansel what?
Boak. Ansel Boak.
B-O-A-K-E. Mrs. Youngham, this is Detective Flint.
I do.
Mrs. Youngham, we're primarily interested in Boak. Is there anything else you can tell us about him? For instance, if he was to try to get a job up here, would it be dishwashing?
Well, I don't know. Dishwashing, maybe.
Maybe a little quarry or mine work. Home, he is probably making a little moonshine.
Does he have a record?
Well, in a manner of speaking, Lieutenant. His folks were poor and mean. And it's a hard life up in them hills without friends. Truth is, we don't sweep the corners up there.
All I know about Boak is what I heard.
Sheriff, what about physical characteristics?
Is there anything that may help us recognize him?
Oh, that Ansel was a hillbilly, sure enough. He come down off in the mountain with one leg shorter than another.
What about your daughter?
Well, I don't know. Just a girl. About 15, 16.
How is she dressed?
Well, just what she always wore. Dress and coat we got her at the store here. Light brown coat.
Anything else you want to add?
That's about it.
Okay, thanks.
You reckon I could ask him something?
Go ahead, Grace.
Mister,
Yes, ma'am.
how about that car?
Well, it's here, Mrs. Youngham. If you want it, you'll have to come and get it, but I don't think it's worth making the trip.
Oh, that's too bad. I've been wanting to see New York all my life, but if that car's as bad as you say it is, I guess I can't use that for an excuse, can I? Well, when you find Dora May, say her mother sends her respects.
Thank you, Mrs. Youngham. Thanks, Sheriff.
Much obliged.
Type that up right away, will you? Except he isn't looking for a job.
Best skeet gun we have. Frank Calvin won the Short Hill Skeet Championship 5 years in a row with that gun.
Yeah?
Are you interested in the skeet gun?
Oh, it's a skeet. Well, you see, they throw a clay pigeon in the air and you shoot at it on the fly. Oh, yeah, I seen some fellas throwing shooting once down home. Where's that? Spit south of Siddons, Arkansas. Say, what's your name? What's your first name? Fred. Well, Fred, I'm looking for some ammo for a friend of mine. 38 Special.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these fellas I tell you about, Fred, they thought I was real hot. I come along with Pap's old rifle gun is a real monster. 56-inch barrel with key slot groove in that barrel. It's what we call back home, we call a turkey gun. Yeah.
Let's see, Fred. This fella's gun is a handgun. I'm telling you, I don't know biscuits from handsprings about them. Let's see, it's like that little one right there.
Let's see. You know, Pap's gun was made by a gunsmith named Harkins, Tennessee, and had a set of double triggers that took a cap.
Well, these fellas, they taken me for a real hillbilly, you know, with straw in my hair. And I says, "Hey, Buck," says one, "I bet you $1 you can't hit 1 of 10 of them things." And I says, "Well, I'll throw one up." And they did, and I act like I never seen a moving target before in my life, and I missed it by a mile. Well, they was all over each other's bet with me, you see. They says, these hill folk, they fain to bet. They proud as silk, they says. Well, I say I had right smart money that time. $40 I got for some old hound pups I sold to Ben Watkins, and I laid it on the line, and I was that kind of foolish and puzzled with. Let's see, Pep's gun had a silver coin for a front sight that's filed down by hand. Them fellas that's oohing and on over that. And as soon as I got the odds I liked, I says, "Flang one up." And I flang away. They did, and I laid in on them slick, and I knocked them down. I said 10 in a row with a rifle gun. This is the right one, sure enough, Fred.
Fred, I'm gonna need another can of gun oil.
It's about time we got us another car.
Where's your hat?
I'm going after it right now. Well, they told me to get 10 sticks, dynamite, caps, and fuse.
Well, where's your order sheet? Didn't they give you an order sheet?
I don't know about that. It just told me to get 10 sticks of dynamite, caps, and fuse.
They didn't tell you to stick them in your ears and blow your nose, too, did they? You knew.
I just started today. All I know is 10 sticks of dynamite, caps. That's all I know.
Okay, I got it. Which one sent you up here?
That fella.
Taylor? You go back and tell Taylor I said send up the order sheet.
More bad news? sure it was them?
Positive identification. Mike, they've got money, guns, and a car. Well, now they've got dynamite. 67th Street, 84th Street, 49th Street, now 54th Street. Mike, these people have come all the way from Arkansas to New York. They've been doing nothing but wandering around. Now, all of a sudden, they're staying right here in this one spot. It's like they're looking for something here. Look, suddenly they have a need for guns and money. Now, suddenly they have a need for dynamite. Mike, it's like they have something special in mind.
For example?
A bank job. All along the line, Mike, they've been one step ahead of us. Now, this might be our one chance to get a step ahead of them.
A lot of banks in New York got them.
Or whatever bank it is.
If it is a bank.
It's somewhere here in this area. Well, Mike, can't we notify all the banks in the area? Why not?
Adam, I wish I had something more solid to go on. Gun, stolen car, dynamite, bank robbery. That's a pretty big jump, you know.
It makes sense to me.
Okay, Adam. Go call banks.
That's a bit of all right. So pretty.
Did I ever tell you that I was on a good old honeymoon? You know, I just so never own nothing at all. Just move around, keep moving. Ma's always talking about settling down and having children and a house and everything. But we just keep rolling along and never stop. Just keep finding new things and new places. That make me happy.
If that horse and cart fall down, Daddy's gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't fit, gonna be the saddest old daddy in town. Yeah, there it is. Finished.
You promise?
Promise what?
Well, never to stop moving around and just take care of nothing but ourselves.
You just drive on up in front of the bank. Keep the motor running.
Do you promise?
You sure you don't want to go on back to your mom?
You old hillbilly, you go on, see if I don't follow.
Hey, mister, see that lady sitting right over there? Huh?
Yeah.
See a little girl sitting right next to her? Well, she's got a gun in her purse, and she's got it laid on that lady. Don't start pushing no buttons or bells, nothing like that. You just, that little girl, she's gonna let fly. Now you just start filling up this sack with all your money. What do you want to do that for? All right. Okay, finish it up. Finish it up.
Look here, lady. Now stand up or I'll give it to you good.
I'm going to finish it. All right, lay it up here. Okay, now don't nobody do nothing more. You just let us get out of here so you can put out this fuse.
Hey, Anton!
I'll see him, I'll see him.
Look at what you've done to him! No. That's all. Yes, I'm Orme Young. I'm all over again. He was my husband. He's the sweetest, kindest man I ever knew.
All right. Come on. Come on.
No! No, 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 no! No! No!
Here's a girl, Mike. The man's dead.
Your mother was right. Just a girl. 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Miss,
It was Mrs. Who was gonna buy me a wedding ring?
we know pretty much why your husband did everything else that he did, but why did he shoot the police officer?
Who?
2 days ago, on the corner in front of a drugstore. It was in the morning. There was a man who tooted his horn behind your car, and your husband shot and killed him. There was another man who was talking to you. He's a police officer. Your husband shot him also. Why?
I don't know. Just for the hell of it, I guess. You know.
$15,000 years ago, man came out of the caves. Today, whenever we encounter the violence and the savagery which belong to those times, all we can do is marvel at how far the human race has come in only 15,000 years. There are 8 million stories in the naked city. This has been one of them.
This has been a Screen Gems film presentation from Columbia Pictures. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.